to Macklin. You're Michael Conlan's manager. How did that come about, first and foremost?
Well, I first kind of probably struck up a friendship relationship with Michael when he won the bronze medal in the Olympics for Ireland in the London Olympics 2012. I was training for a fight against Joaquin Marcin. I was opening up the gym in Spain, Marbella, and just tweeted him good luck, that kind of thing. And then a few years later, his brother signed a managerial contract with us, and we got him, good opportunities, good fights, and he's still undefeated. And we're looking to get him a world title shot. And I suppose Michael's seen the job that we did with his brother, who's obviously had the relationship with myself as well, a friendship, and I think it was a natural progression. But I think it was the 2012 Olympics when I first realised who Michael was, and we were cheering him on, wishing him good luck, and he really caught the eye. I thought he had the talent. I thought he had a lot of personality, which you could always see in his interviews. And also I thought he had a good style. I thought he would make a good professional.
I was telling Michael that he has a great trainer, he has a great manager, great fans, and he has the support of someone like Conor McGregor supporting him. How big is his future?
Well, you know what? I think he has. I think the world's his oyster. He has he has all the talent. He has the amateur pedigree, but I think he has a good team around him as well. I think I can do a good job for him as a manager. I think that the people, all the people I'm involved with at MTK Management can all do good things for Michael, create good, guide his career. But I think, he signed with Top Rank, and that was important. I think Top Rank have proved time and time again that they are proven and tested, that they bring amateur stars from the Olympic Games and turn them into household names. Miguel Cotto, Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather. The list goes on and on. And when they were keen, when they wanted to get Michael, when they kind of saw him as someone they really wanted to get, and it was just about getting the right deal then. And once we got the right deal, I said to Michael, look, this is a no-brainer. These are the people that are going to turn you from a good fighter into a superstar.
Going a little bit off topic, there's a huge fight in the next few weeks, Triple G versus Daniel Jacobs. Talk to me, what do you think about this fight?
I think, I think Golovkin is the best middleweight in the world. I think he's maybe the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, certainly one of them. But I think Danny Jacobs is probably the best. Danny Jacobs, Billy Joe Saunders, they're probably the two, or the sort of champions, the other two that can kind of lay claim to the middleweight throne. But I think most people would have to agree that Golovkin has proven himself to be the best middleweight on the planet. But certainly Jacobs, Billy Joe, they're probably the two that can give him a challenge. And I think Jacobs particularly is dangerous early on. He has good hand speed, has a lot of early knockouts. Caught Peter Quillen really early. So I think Golovkin has to start sharp. He has to be defensively aware. He has to be. He can't just walk forward. I think he has to respect Danny Jacobs, and Danny Jacobs has good speed, good power, and he's very dangerous early. So I think it'll be an exciting fight.
Do you think there's anyone in the middleweight division right now that can challenge Triple G as far as power, technique?
No, well, I think Jacobs is the most dangerous in the sense that he has good speed.
More than Canelo?
Yeah, I think Canelo's a better all-round fighter than Danny Jacobs, more complete fighter. But he has been at 154. Danny's a big 160-pounder. I think Danny hits harder with one punch than Canelo does. I think Canelo's a better all-round fighter. Mm-hmm. But I think Danny's probably more dangerous than what than what Canelo is. Certainly early on. But I think Canelo's one of the other pound-for-pound fighters, isn't he? One of the elite fighters in the world. So I think Canelo and Golovkin's a great fight if it ever happens. But I think Jacobs is dangerous. I think his first 3-4 rounds, I think he's dangerous. After that, I think Golovkin takes over.
You think by knockout?
Yeah, probably.
Do you think this is the perfect introduction for your prospect, Michael Conlan, who's going to be turning pro on March 17th on St. Patty's Day? He's going to be fighting at Madison Square Garden in New York. You're going to have who knows how many Irish supporters, and he's the main event.
No, this is a fairy tale launch. This is a fairy tale debut for Michael Conlan.
Yeah.
You
couldn't debut, main event.
You couldn't make it up any better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
perfect timing.
Exactly. So and even to have Golovkin and Danny Jacobs fighting the next day, it means you've got all the boxing media of the world in town. So they're going to go to Michael's fight. They're going to see him. If it was another weekend, maybe they wouldn't.
Yeah.
And then of course it's St. Patrick's Day, so you've got anyone that's got any relation to anyone in Ireland in New York are celebrating that day. You know, it's a very celebrated day. It's a massive
It's like all the stars are lined up properly and correctly. It's just the perfect time.
Exactly.
It's amazing. Well, what do you like most about Michael?
I think there's a few things. I think one, you know, to build a superstar, you can have all the personality in the world, but if you can't fight, it doesn't work out, does it?
Yeah.
You know, you can have the best fighter in the world, but if you can't get him to say hello, he's not really going to cross over and be a superstar. But I think Michael has the personality to match his ability. You know, he's very likable. He's down to earth. You know, he's a good talker. He speaks from the heart. He speaks with emotion. He's not worried. He's not trying to please everyone. He says it as it is, how he feels himself, and I think that's important. You have to be yourself, and I think he is. You know, he does that. He doesn't. He's not false. He's not fake. He's not playing up to anything. He is who he is, and he, you know, you know, take it as you like. You know, that I am who I am type thing. And I think generally people like that. You know, people certainly they respect it. Even if you're not their cup of tea, they have to respect it. And obviously, then he has the ability to match it. You know, he has very extensive amateur career. You know, 2 Olympic Games. In the bronze in the first one, he was only 20 years old. We feel he should have got the gold in Rio. You know, won the world championship.
Hey, but that's what made him popular.
And that's what made him popular, you know, because
that finger.
Because his personality came across. You know, that raw emotion came
and
across.
And he comes off really real, like a real person with charisma.
Exactly, like I said, you know, Conor McGregor's Conor McGregor. You know, but Ricky Hatton wasn't a Conor McGregor, but he was very popular and sold out loads of things. So
great sense of humor.
You have to be yourself. I don't believe if you try and be something you're not, it doesn't really work out. And you know, in that interview, he was fuming. He'd just been robbed of his childhood dreams.
He made so many fans that day.
He effed and blinded, but he didn't care, did he? But I think he won so many people over because of it. Because if you're sitting there in your living room watching the fight, you're seeing this kid win a fight and get robbed.
Yeah.
You're fuming for him. You're fuming at the injustice of it, and then to see him kind of just speak his mind and not give a shit about the consequences. It's refreshing, and I think most people, you know, totally sympathise with that.
You know, I was telling Michael, I haven't seen too many of his fights, and I can't judge him off just the pad work, but the punching combination that I saw and the snap on those punches, I was pretty impressed.
Yeah, he's very sharp. He's got good hand speed. He's got good timing.
Yeah, I was going to say he's got very good speed. I saw that.
He puts and good timing. You know, he puts good combinations together. But he's a smart fighter as well. You know, he even in fights, he can box and fight. You know, and he can adapt and adjust. And you know, you hear people say he knows how to win. You know, he find a way to win. Right. We can't have boxing, I'll have fighting. We can't have fighting. Maybe I'll have to counter punch him. But he's got good versatility. He's got many strings to his bow, and he can adapt and adjust. And he's adapted and adjusted already over the 6-8 weeks he's been in camp with Manny, because you know the amateur days are over. Now he's a pro. It's longer rounds. It's a bit different, but he's took to it like a duck to water, and I think he's got a very bright future ahead of him.
Let's go.